Ghetto Cowboy, Chapter 15. We go a few more blocks. Folks pass us in the street, smiling, waving. A car pulls alongside, and a little girl says to me, "Are you a cowboy?" I shake my head. But Harper says, "Yup, and we can race today." A block later, a group of kids come out, all asking for rides. He stops and gets off the horse. "Who wants to ride?" he asks. All their hands shoot up. He leans down to a couple girls who look like sisters. "You want to ride?" They nod their heads. He lifts them up onto Lightning and starts guiding them gently, talking them through it. He seemed like he got away with kids. So how come he wasn't that way with me? I think of the first time I saw him with that gun, and he acting so much nicer now. For a half hour, we give rides. He even starts putting kids up on Boo with me and leading both horses around. They start asking me questions, and I answer what I can. One kid with an old-school afro and gold necklace says CJ on it, asks why my horse got no bling. I don't know what he's talking about until he points to Lightning, and I notice he got little shiny things braided in his mane and hanging off the saddle. I ask Harp about that, and he says every rider tries to make his horse special, kind of like tricking out a car. I look at Boo, and he ain't got nothing. Then I remember Mama's bracelet in my pocket. I ask this kid CJ if he knows how to tie a knot. He nods, and I give him the bracelet. He ties it onto Boo's hair and smiles. Bling. CJ and them kids is looking at us like we rap stars who just stopped and gave them a ride in a limo. They all ready to race. "I can beat you," CJ already saying, even though he can barely stay in the saddle. Here's an illustration of them riding the horses. Harper says they're all like that, ready to throw down before they can walk. They're all about speed and who can go fastest. Until they grow older and get interested in girls. Then they're all about that. "A girl beats a horse any day," he says and laughs. We show him a good time, but after a while, Harp looks at his watch. "Gotta go," he says, cutting them off. "Gotta earn my keep. But you all come down to Chester Avenue and you can learn to ride for real. How's that sound?" They all jump up and down, asking if they can come tomorrow. Harp smiles and says he'll be there. On the way out, I see CJ still watching us. "Save one kid by getting them into horses and it's all worth it," Harp says to me. He got a strange look in his eyes that makes me think maybe he was one of them kids that Tex took in a long time ago. You never know what someone will do with his life once he finds himself. We ride a little farther, past a few pretty girls sitting on a stoop. "Morning, ladies," he calls out. I nod too. Philly girls is hot. They all smile and wave, and I remember how much girls like horses. Man, is this all I need to get a fine one like that? We ride on, and I'm starting to like this. It still feels weird up here, but I can't help but think what it would have been like if I grew up this way. Would I be like Harper, all into horses, working in the stables every day, keeping busy? How would it be growing up with him and not Mama? Would we do more man stuff, being cowboys and hanging with the guys? Would it be any better? Or would I just end up like Smush, some corner boy with a mouth on him?